Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at knottylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Hey, you guys. Welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, bring you the latest and trending topics, and I vlog my life. Y'all was with me this morning, okay? It is New York Fashion Week on the East Coast, and we went over, but they postponed it. They sent the email at 8 o'clock this morning. I didn't check the email, but they postponed it till later, you guys. So I'm gonna go back to the city, bring my baby with me, and we're gonna have fun because I'm looking forward to it. They really have a collection of great designers. Thank you for joining me. So before we get into today's content, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, and that bell button so you can be notified when I update content to my channel. Okay. So today we're gonna get into some highlights from the Super Bowls, and then I have a few trending topics. All right. I just felt like let me jump on live with my naughty crew, see what y'all doing before I get busy later. All right. So the Super Bowl was great. Hey Sheila, welcome. So I should say the halftime show and the intro. And guys, happy Black History Month to all my naughty crew. Okay. I gotta see if I could get the footage up. But on Friday, Ruby Bridges spoke at my job. It was so awesome, and she was so eloquently spoken, and she really dropped a lot of jewels on us. So I will never forget that moment. And I do have the recording, so I'm gonna do a separate video, just for Black History Month. And actually, my job they actually renamed Black History Month Black Future Month. Okay, because it's about our future and things like that. So I just thought that was dope, and I want to share that with my naughty crew. I just gotta edit it down and get it together. Yes. All right. So what did y'all think about the Super Bowl? Oh, I do pharmaceutical. Yes, I do pharmaceutical. And they just had an initiative at my job where they really wanted to like highlight Black History Month. So they created a whole like team of people. And so all month long it's gonna be different little things going on with my job. So Ruby Bridges kicked it off for us. So I thought that was a real dope way for them to present Black History Month. I'm just glad they even acknowledging it. So I appreciate that about the company I work for. Yes. So let's get into the Super Bowl. So Cheryl Ralph Lee, she did the Black Star Spangled Banner, which I thought was dope. Hold on. There she is.
Lift every voice I see, till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the leaves, the listening skies. let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought.
Cheryl Ralph Lee, she is powerful. Okay, thank you so much for your contribution. She is a great, well-rounded queen. Okay, and she's powerful, and that's what this performance gave me. And can I give a shout out to all the people that did the sign language for last night? They were awesome. They were so awesome. So when Rihanna performed, this is the sign language. She was getting it in. She was getting it in. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talks for capturing this footage. She did her thing. I love it. And here's the highlights from Rihanna's show. She did her thing, pregnant and all. Congratulations, Riri. She said, I'm gonna pop them out back to back. Okay, back to back. We don't got no time to be wasting. She did an awesome job performing. And I thought it was dope that they had the sign language experts there to interpret for the people that cannot hear. Look at her. She getting it in, y'all. I wish I could play this. But you know YouTube, they sensitive about their copyright. Yes. Hey, Shane. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, it's New York Fashion Week, and we went and they postponed the show. I thought it was real unprofessional how they did that, but they got some great fashion, so I can't wait to go back. I cannot wait to go back to see all the fashion. So I gotta go back this evening and I'm gonna vlog for y'all. It's supposed to be a great networking event too. So that's why I chose this one. Okay, look at this is Riri with her belly. So cute. Congratulations are in order to her and ASAP Rocky. I thought it was dope. Did Krishan go to the Super Bowl? Yeah, she did. Mm, mm, mm. She went with her pom pom shorts on. Mm, mm, mm. So yeah, that's all I cared about with the Super Bowl is Rihanna. Okay, and she did that. Let me know what y'all think about the halftime performance. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be all week long, so I'm so excited. If you look at, I vlogged a little earlier because they were so gracious enough. They gave us like a private showing, and they have some great designers that they're featuring. So please check out my video from earlier. Yes, yes. So I'm. It starts at 7, so it should be fun. It should be so much fun. Crenshaw is definitely a hot mess. Yes, Rihanna is the ish, y'all. Say what you want. Riri is the ish. The woman is a billionaire. Okay, she don't even gotta make no more music if she don't want to. So I got a lot of respect for Riri, and she takes everything back home. She takes everything back home. All right, so Jay-Z and Blue Ivy showed up to the Super Bowl. You know he loves sports. Shout out to the Shade Room for capturing this footage, okay? She had a little photo shoot, okay? She's so cute, boo. LeBron James and his wife Savannah was there, ready for game time, okay? All the stars came out last night. All the stars came out. So cute. I always like seeing them spend time with their kids. Whoop whoop. So I love it. The Super Bowl. That's all I cared about. And oh, I did want Philly to win though. But this is Riri's performance right here. She killed it, y'all. Say what you want. Y'all know I can't play the music, but Riri is the ish. Hey, I'm that girl. Hey, Robin. Yeah, she killed it. Pregnant and all, okay? She said, I got my baby, but we up here popping it still, okay? Yes, she does. Stop talking junk, lobby boy, about the Eagles, okay? I just wanted them to get a win. Yeah, so Riri did that. Congratulations to her and ASAP. This is a dope performance. Like, she's up in the air, okay? Let me know what you guys think about the performance. Yes. Hey, Chronicle. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We going over the highlights of the Super Bowl. We had Cheryl Ralph Lee perform the Black Star Spangled Banner. What do y'all think about her performance? I felt like it was strong, like her. I felt like it was power behind her singing. But Riri did the damn thing. Oh, yay. ASAP said, I'm not wasting no time. You popping out all my babies. She's so gorgeous. I love her. Love, love, love. I thought this was a dope way to announce her pregnancy. I think they do have a genuine relationship. I agree. Yeah, her outfit you were surprised about. I think it was classic Riri. Yeah, I do miss seeing Riri perform. I do, Robin. Oh, I saw the performance online too, Shane. Okay, I wasn't here for the Super Bowl this year. She's very unique and she sticks to her values and beliefs. It's all online. It's all online. But here are some highlights, guys. She did the daggone thing. I wish I could play the music, but we can't. Hmm. Yeah, Robin, I was just in your neighborhood, girl. Okay, I gotta go back. Yes, Shirley Rao. She did the Star Spangled Banner. Hold on, I'll pull it up again for you guys that's joining.
Lift every voice I see till earth and heaven.
So I'll leave the link in my bio so you guys can check it out. I think she was very powerful. Which outfit? Riri's or Cheryl Ralph Lee? They all had on red. But happy Black History Month, everybody. I thought these were some of the highlights from the Super Bowl that I captured. Not sad that I didn't watch it though. Really not sad. Mm-mm. Nope. Let's see. It's so much going on in these streets, you guys. We got objects being shot out of the sky. Okay, breaking news. Shout out to the neighborhood talks. The U.S. military has shot down a fourth aerial object over Lake Huron.
Actually, another object that Raiders got a hit on over Montana overnight, one that Senator John Tester, the Democrat from Montana, just today said they were still investigating. It's not clear whether this is the same object that perhaps moved across to the Michigan lakes or if this is another object. This would mean it's the fourth one that the U.S. has shot down since about a week ago when they first shot down the Chinese surveillance balloon. And there really are more questions here than answers. Courtney Cubey and I are able to report that this object was shot down and that there does not appear to be collateral damage and that they do expect to recover this object, whatever it was, because again, this is different from perhaps the first three that we saw. Chuck Schumer today, the Senate Majority Leader, saying that he received a briefing from Jake Sullivan overnight, who said that these are all different objects than the first one, that Chinese surveillance balloon that spanned the size of 2 to 3 buses big. These are all appearing different in shape and size. We don't know yet if this has anything to do with the Chinese government or whether it is something else. So just a lot of things that we still don't know yet, but it's very clear that U.S. officials in defense and intelligence are zeroing in on these objects and trying to detect them at a much quicker pace. So that's all we know right now. We'll bring you more as we have it. Questions about this object. This is just really developing.
That's just weird. That's just weird. It makes me scared that things can just fly over like that. What if that was like a missile or something? But why are we just hearing about the fourth object? Where's the other three objects? Why weren't we notified? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Shane, I'm over. Let's just say the panty made me very self-sufficient. That's when I started doing my locks. I do my hair myself. Way cheaper. And, I just didn't want people close to me like that anymore. So I started doing the locks, the lock extensions and things like that. I do want to lock my own. But that's going to take some courage. I'm looking for a good lock technician. The ATF Fashion House. So I did a video earlier, Robin. They gave me like a private showing, being that I was inconvenienced and I drove all the way to New York for the show to be postponed or whatever. So they were really nice though. Like they had a lot of handmade, original, one of a kind looks. Okay, they were a little pricey, but they had some good stuff. Oh, I got these earrings from them. Mm-hmm. They're cute. They go with my fit for today. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Okay. Let me know what y'all think about these foreign objects flying around our head. They need to tell us something. Claudia Jordan says the aliens are coming. Good. Oh, love. Leon says this is history repeating itself. The U.S. doing sneaky things and blaming it on other countries they have beef with, to divert the public's attention from much bigger, more concerning issues. What really scares me is what we don't know, can't see. What illegal experiments is the CIA up to now that they are going so hard to keep our attention away? Do y'all think it's a distraction? Thank you. Hey, cousin. Cousin, you want to go to a fashion show tonight? I got extra tickets. My babe can't go. So mad. Our fit was so dope too today. Yeah. Foreign objects flying over everywhere. Gosh. I need dual citizenship. Seriously. America's getting out of hand. All right, Tokyo Tony out here crying in these streets, okay? Ugh. About Black China. Why won't my baby talk to me? Maybe because you crazy. You keep talking about her online. All right, you can come. I got 4 tickets. So I'm going to send you the deets. I'm leaving here at 5:30 because you know the traffic. All right, got you. Some dope fashions too. My cousin coming. Yay! I miss you, cousin. This is perfect. Maybe it's a blessing that they postponed it. You get a chance because now my daughter's coming and now my cousin. Love you. Let's get into Tokyo Tony because you know what? I think she really jealous of her daughter because she turned out to be a better stripper.
Young, I'm saying right now, China, you are done out here. They gonna get you. They gonna get you next. Don't say I didn't say it. I'm gonna prepare for it. I really am. They're gonna tear her down. They're gonna put her on drugs. She don't speak up for herself. She don't do shit. She sit in that house like a fucking hermit. I'm just done with it. I'm definitely afraid of her. I swear to God, she would sacrifice me for more. What is she doing at the Grammys? For what? You ain't did shit. I can't complete nothing with a weak ass nigga. Young. When the Illuminati come for Angela, because they gonna come. They gonna come. There's nothing I can do. I don't ever want to go around my daughter again. Not alone. Not without 2 pistols and a pit bull. I feel marked for death with her because they do these things so they can get up. Oh, my mama died. Bitch, never. Only when the Lord ready. And I got things to do out here. When the Illuminati come for Angela, because they gonna come. They gonna come. There's nothing I can do.
And the Oscar goes to Tokyo Tony. You don't think it has something to do with you? Why is it the Illuminati fault? Call your daughter. Call your daughter, Tokyo. Stay off social media. Stay off social media. Seriously, that's why she don't mess with you. Because every chance you get, you dragging her. Why she want to be with the Illuminati so much and not with her family? I wonder why. The Illuminati, okay? I'm over it. I'm over it. Everything not the Illuminati fault. Everything is not. And you out here like you raised your daughter. She said so her grandmother raised her. Her grandmother raised her. And she not messing with you. And you want to talk about her drug use. Let's talk about the 50 blunts you smoke a day, okay? I'm just saying, I don't even think Tokyo Tony get high anymore. I really don't. I'm over her too, cousin. I'm so over her. This has nothing to do with you. It's all it's Rock Nation's fault. Everything is Rock Nation's fault. Everything. Everything is Rock Nation's fault, y'all. Over it. Call your daughter. Oh, this person said Steph Marbury. He said, every time I see this lady, I thank God for blessing me with the mom I got. Exactly. You go from crying and talking about, oh, you can't save her, talking about I can't be alone with her without having a couple of her pals. Why? I always felt like she's got some envy towards her because she did it better. Mm-hmm. Because Black China the better H.O. Okay? And I ain't talking about hoes either. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about them garden toes. She is jealous her daughter did it better. She is washed up. Yes. I don't know. But Black China is obviously going through something because this is scary. This is definitely scary. This is like Angry Bird scary. Like she got too many fillers or whatever. Ah! Jagda got to that head. Exactly. Exactly. They best friends now. Stop playing, Lobby Boy. He said no for real. Rock Nation stopped my unemployment last year and blocked my stimulus because I unfollowed. Everything is we blaming everything on Rock Nation, y'all. We gonna blame everything on Rock Nation. What would make, and that's what I don't get about her. What would make you think that people will sacrifice everything? They billions for an Uber driver. She's an Uber driver or DoorDash, one of them. All right, enough of the crocodile tears. I don't got time. I don't have time. So we gotta pass out here trying to call out Beyonce. I swear, every time B drop an album, everybody want to get clout off her freaking name, and they just want to go against her. The woman don't bother nobody. I wish they would just leave her alone. All right, if you don't like her art, hey Fifi, if you do not like her art, you do not have to listen. That's just the bottom line. But she's a freaking artist. And if people choose to idolatrize her and worship her, that's their damn business. Okay? I don't put that much into no celebrity. All right, so this pastor says, shout out to the neighborhood talk. Pastor isn't here for her people going to Beyonce concert and calls her a witch. Y'all are a part of the Lady Beehive and you call yourself Christians. Let's see what this chick gotta say. This hating ass chick. I'm tired of pastors trying to come up.
Beyonce's concert. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. How dare you call yourself a Christian? I don't care what pastor you got that is okay with it. I don't care what pastor you got that think it's cool. I don't care what pastor you got that's singing along to their song because they want some clout. Why you think that man called himself Jehovah? It was short for Jehovah. When a witch has a coven, it's normally a small thing. Witches' covens are normally 3 to 7 people. When it becomes thousands, it's called a hive. Y'all are part of that Lady Beehive? And you call yourself a Christian? May the dealings of the Lord come upon you. You think this is small stuff. You think you not going to that lady's concert is not an initiation. You think you not going to that concert is not a ritual. You think you not going to concert is not a gate.
Sorry, y'all. I just went on a rant too. Oh, but anyway, I was saying if you don't like her art, don't listen to it. Don't consume it. I just never seen a bunch of people try to go after one person. Like, you're just giving it validity by talking about it. I just feel like she's very judgmental. I feel like she's very judgmental. If you don't like her art, you do not have to listen to it. Bottom line. But I like B album. Okay, she did the damn thing. Exactly. Exactly. All right, I'm gonna try to find the story for you. Send 1 second. I thought I had it. Send the story to me. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. All right, I found it. Let me see if I can find one. All right, I'm gonna let that load up. Hey, Corey. I'm gonna let that load up, and then we're gonna jump into it. I'm gonna drop the link for you guys, just in case anybody want to come up. Corey, he's so funny. Here it goes. So, shout out to the Daily Mail for dropping this article. Okay, so cops hunt for a Texas mom and former fugitive file suspect who left son age 3 and daughter age 12 home alone for 2 months and were only found when they asked their dad in California to send them food. So a warrant has been issued for the children's mother. She's 31 years old, Raven Yates. This comes months after the kid's father called cops to report he had not seen them. Upon entering the house, officers and the dad found both the kids still alive. This is crazy. This is crazy. This raises a lot of questions. It does. So, police are searching for a mother who left her son and daughter, aged 3 and 12, alone in the family's Texas home for 2 months, who were only found when they asked the dad in California to send them food. So, a warrant has been issued for 31-year-old she's on the run after the kid's concerned father called the cops on November 14th to report he had not seen them since September 28th. So concerned the children were left at his ex's home. The father, a music producer who lives in California, told cops he had been ordering food to the house for the children when family members told him Yates had been spotted alone in Mobile, Alabama. So police in a small town of 1,700 said 30 miles northeast of Houston descended on the residents, and the children's father flew out to Texas as well. So upon entering the home, the cops found the kids alive despite being holed up in a house with very little food for nearly 8 weeks. Yates, who is 2018, was featured on Fox Fugitive Files for attempting to slash a repo man with a box cutter. It's thought to still be somewhere in Mobile, police said on Friday. So this is the mom. That's her home. And this is when she was featured on Fox, Fugitive Files. You know, this screams. Oops, didn't mean to do that. This screams like mental illness, seriously. But I hope she's okay. Hey, Corey.
Hey, Notty.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. I thought I'd slide through before I go to my 2 meetings.
Oh, okay. Thank you for stopping by. What do you think of this story? This mother that left her, basically abandoned her kids.
Yeah, it does. It screams either drug abuse or mental illness. It does.
Hey, Miss Naughty.
Hey,
I'm doing this because I'm done eating.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, and those poor kids. I mean, that's a long time to be alone.
Yeah, at least they had a dad that could feed them until he could get to them.
I'm gonna keep an eye out on the story. I mean, I hope she's not unalive somewhere. That too, that part.
Exactly.
Because for her to be gone for 2 months, but it seems like she has a troubled past, a troubled history. So it looks like there's some type of trauma there. Exactly. So yeah, I just wanted to review the story. Sin City, she asked me to bring it up so we can have a discussion. You gonna drop in Sin, let me know.
Hey, Sin. I ain't seen her in a long time.
Exactly. So I just been I gotta go back to Fashion Week. I went earlier and they postponed it to later, to 7. I was so mad.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean, how do you send an email at 8:00 in the morning?
They do that. They do.
Exactly.
Time zone difference.
No, it's New York Fashion Week. It's not a time zone difference.
Hey,
it's just they didn't get themselves together.
Exactly. But I can't wait to go back later. Now it's just going to be more of us, so it should be more fun later.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be a great networking event, so that's why I chose this one.
Yeah, you got a good night too because it's not going to be too cold.
It was so nice when we was over there, or whatever. The sun was shining. We was taking good pictures.
Okay.
Exactly. What y'all think about the halftime show?
I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't messed with Rihanna since her first album.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought I'm happy she's having the baby though.
Yeah, I'm all for her success and her building her family. I just hope this dude I hope he can stay out of jail long enough to raise the kids.
That part.
I'm always happy for her success and all, but I just don't rock with her.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess she don't care because she's a billionaire. She's gonna be all right regardless or whatever. But we just want to act like it's not happening, though. I'm just saying, like him being cased up.
I know. They pulled him off the private jet. Homeland Security. I'm like, and this is the man you want to have children with?
It's interesting. Maybe she knows something we don't. I don't know.
Well, I hope he can stay out of jail long enough to do that because he wasn't, as far as I can remember, because it's been a while. It's been a couple months since the story broke. He wasn't the one that pulled the bang bang. So
it looks a little set up to me, but I'm sure they got money to get the best lawyers. So Jay-Z ain't gonna let him fall.
No.
Rock Nation gonna save him, y'all.
Let's hope.
Rock Nation gonna save him. Let me see what other stories I got for my naughty crew. Because Tokyo Tony out here crying over her daughter that she damaged. Never want to take accountability.
I'm like you, Natty. I'm tired of people messing with B.
I'm sick of that. Like, come on. It's clout chasey to me.
That's what Beyonce gets stung.
It's a lot of disgruntled employees.
That's what I'm feeling like it is. That's what I'm feeling like it is. Like, you don't like her music, you do not have to. Like, that's the wonderful thing about America.
Mm-hmm.
If you do not like certain things, you do not have to partake in. Okay?
Exactly.
But why slander her? Why keep slandering her? Leave her alone. Over it. Every time she drop an album, you don't like her ticket prices, you don't have to go. Period.
Hell, Janet ticket prices up, eh?
They up there, right?
I ain't seen Janet since 1990 something. Okay.
Mm.
When the tickets were $75, and even then, that was a lot of money.
It was. I because we did Mary J. Blige. Her tickets were $150, but she gave a great show.
Janet nosebleed for one is damn near $500.
Woo! Well, you know, you got to know your worth. That's it. That's the bottom line. You got to know your worth or whatever. You got to know your budget, people.
Exactly.
And if you can barely pay your rent, you should not be purchasing Beyonce tickets.
You have it in your
Hey.
What did you think about? You didn't see Shirley Ralph perform.
No, out of respect for Janet, I never really watched the Super Bowl unless it's somebody I really want to see perform.
AT2, he said it on his channel. We owe Janet an apology. We should have protected our queen better. We should have protected our queen better.
But look at Les Moonves. He don't had nothing now.
God is good.
Exactly.
And look at Justin Timberlake. He came back to the Super Bowl and his show was doo.
It was boo boo.
It
was definitely boo boo. Yes, AT2, we owe her apology, okay? And I'm gonna say, I apologize, Janet. It's Black History Month. We supposed to be lifting our people up, not tearing them down, okay? Do not tear them down.
Exactly. That's what I was talking about. I think it was Saturday night on Curves. If anything that Beyonce believes in, if it's not hurting you, then why are you picking with her?
Period. I mean, that's why she don't tell the world too much about herself. Because look at what y'all do with the little information you get. Y'all twist it, turn it, this and that. Nobody knows her personally.
Nope.
To make these judgments.
Nobody.
And they got to realize people are choosing to idolize her. That's not B. All right. She just wants to put her art out there. That's all she care about. Is being able to perform.
But that's what we do to Music Genius. Look at Prince. Look at Michael. Look at Diana Ross. Look at Patty. You know, all of our greats. Beyonce is she's one of our greats now. She has reached an age where
she's iconic.
Yeah, she's definitely iconic. People in Africa can be dancing to Cuff It with no shoes on in the bush. Name what artist that just came out, they have that kind of reach.
Exactly. And she's been gone for a while. She's been quiet. I mean, and she dropped the album and she booked the gig. $24 million for an hour. Not a bad payday, if you ask me.
Exactly. And then got her daughter up. She done peeped her daughter on game. Her daughter got about $10 million all to herself that she has earned already at what? 13? Come on.
I'm even impressed.
They just create. I mean, you have to respect the legacy they're trying to create for their children and for their children. And I just think she's a really smart businesswoman. All right. And I have no judgment on her personal life because I don't know her. I just like the art she puts out. That's it. Or whatever. So I'm just tired of people constantly trying to make up excuses to drag her or whatever. And that's why she doesn't do interviews anymore. And that's why she doesn't share much with the world.
Exactly.
And I also try to put myself in her shoes too. She has to live a very isolated life, like because you can't trust anyone.
Nobody, not even family.
Not even family. So I couldn't imagine having to, because I'm a social butterfly. Okay, I love to communicate and all like that. I couldn't imagine having to be in a bubble like that on a regular basis, constantly having to look over your shoulder and things like that. So
Exactly.
but I thought it was dope that Blue Ivy and her dad was out at the Super Bowl. I like seeing
He's
them
so
spending
cute.
time together.
Yeah, Blue Ivy was there. She was so cute. She's getting so
Yeah,
tall. She's
yeah.
getting
Let me
tall
see.
like Jay.
Yeah, she is, and she looked more and more like him.
Mm-hmm.
Like her bottom is J and her eyes up is B.
Mm-hmm.
I think she looks more like her mother.
And she got more swag than the both of them put together. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry.
Yeah.
She's
For a
gorgeous.
tween, she got some swag. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be her when I was 12.
Exactly. Yeah, Robin. Oprah did tell her not to share her personal business about her relationship. That goes whether you a celebrity or not, if you ask me. Like you gotta
Mm-hmm.
protect your relationship. You open yourself up for other people's opinions, that's when the divide starts to come.
Mm-hmm. And I love that Jay wants to keep her a little girl.
I love
And
it too.
I love how Miss Tina say she's a great makeup artist. She's teaching her how to do makeup and she's experimenting with things, but don't let her daddy see it.
Uh-huh. Yes, yes, yes. But I like that she's staying a little girl, like you said, Corey. Because I look at other celebrity kids, it's just like they need a pow. They need
You're right.
I think that's what happened to my this generation, younger generation. We stopped for power, patting on their heinies, and now they done lost their minds. They don't have no respect no more. Because my parents put the fear of God in me.
Exactly.
Exactly. But Blue Ivy looks so happy, and I'm just happy that they just preserving her youthfulness.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait till Rumi gets out there.
Oh Lord. They're all gonna be a force of nature.
She looks like her dad too a little bit.
Cool.
The baby girl, Rumi.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Her and Blue Ivy favor a lot. All right.
Yep.
Oh, and let's just talk about the sign language interpreter last night doing her thing, okay?
I'm glad they had one with soul.
Yes. She killed it.
Look at her.
Uh-huh.
They got the right one. Jay know what he doing.
Just blame it on Rock Nation. Blame everything on Rock Nation, y'all.
Jay know exactly what he doing.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
He done blacked and browned up the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
But I love how he had Chris Stapleton singing the national anthem. Chris Stapleton, let me tell you, I'm putting my country girl hat on right now. There are very few country artists that I love to hear. Chris Stapleton is one of them. He is one of the most soulfulest white boys out there. I mean, soulful. Blue eyes soul. I mean, better than Michael McDonald, better than dude with the bald head. The white dude with the bald head. I can't think of his name right now. Shoot, I can't think of his name.
Chris Dot.
Chris Daughtry is good too.
Yeah.
From American Idol. I thought he should have won American Idol that year. He is so soulful too.
Hey, Shady. Hey, I'll drop the link just in case anybody wants to come up. We just talking trending topics. I wanted to give a little bit of time to my naughty crew. Since I got my time wasted this morning, it's okay. I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna survive this.
Well, I'm gonna love y'all and leave y'all. I gotta get ready for my meeting. Brendan will be on shortly.
Okay.
So half the family will be here.
All right.
I love you guys and I miss you guys.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right, guys. Oh, I got some jewels for my naughty crew. Let's hear this.
When you have a home-based business, you get to hire your children to work in your home-based business. You can pay each child up to $12,000 a year. You have 2 children. Mm-hmm. When you pay them a salary, that's now a tax write-off to you. Right. And the money that you pay them is what they use for allowance and books and school clothes and school supplies. If you need money from me, I send you the money, a job description, and a 1099. That's what you get from me.
Hey, listen, you all have got to think about this. This is what wealthy people do all the time.
Yes. So right now you've got $24,000 in tax write-offs, your cell phone bill, also your mileage on your car, gas, repair, getting your tax, title, insurance, all of that stuff. Cable. The only reason I have cable is so I can watch and see how to be better in my life. Mm-hmm. So that's a tax write-off. I went and bought a Bible once, Steve, and that was a tax write-off too, because I needed the spiritual wisdom to know what to do with my money. That's a tax write-off. Everything is business. Everything. The average American knows about 7 or 8 tax deductions. There are over 450 tax deductions. So I say you have to be a student of the money game, get the information. And that's because the IRS code is so vast. Yeah. But if you go and get publication 15, you can find out a lot about what I'm talking about. When you have a home-based business, you get to hire your children to work in your home-based business. You can pay each.
This is facts, you guys. This is why I wanted to become my own business owner and start my own brand and everything. Everything's a tax write-off. Everything I did this morning, going to the city, the tunnel, everything is a tax write-off.
Sorry about that, Miss Naughty.
Even my outfit today, tax write-off. I'm a blogger. So I, we really have to work on as a community becoming financially healthy. So anytime I get little tips like this, I'm going to share it with my naughty crew because we could all be rich. Hey, Deborah, welcome. Thank you. We're talking about owning your own business and having a home-based business, how you can employ your children and how there's so many benefits and tax write-offs from employing them from your home-based business. Yes, if anybody wants to join, please come up. I'll drop the link again. We just having conversation today, Naughty Crew. We just having conversation today. Robin, did you get your package? Please let me know if you got it. Leave it in the chat. Happy belated birthday to Robin. I know we're in a new month, Robin, but you know what? We still celebrating, okay? Hey, Brendan.
Sorry about that. I had to go get my headphones.
Do you want to sound off on any of these topics?
Yeah. First off, I kind of wasn't watching Super Bowl. I was kind of dead to the world sleep.
I think everybody was, Brendan.
And second, I don't even know what that woman's problem is with Beyonce. I kind of like her art.
I do too. I don't know why they always ragging on my girl. I just think it's just a bunch of hateration. Hey, Robin, welcome.
Hi, Naughty. How are you?
I'm doing well.
I didn't get my package yet, but thanks in advance.
Oh, you're welcome. It should be there shortly. They said by Monday. So.
Okay, and another thing, whose show were you going to see? Or are you going later?
ATF Fashion House.
Okay.
Oh, dope fashion designers. I record. They gave me a private show this morning. Mm-hmm. So I did do a live. So it's up there on my channel. Great fashion, Robin. Oh my God. All like custom pieces, one of a kind. Woo! Great. I just love when you can see the quality.
Yes.
In the work. Fashion is like art for me, you know.
It is.
Yeah.
And commercial fashion has suffered so much in the last, I say at least 10 years. It's been horrible.
Exactly.
I can vouch for that. I've seen my fair share.
What, of fashion shows?
No, of horrible fashion.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Well, it's I'm an artist, so it's just another way for me to express myself. So that's what I love the fashion world, and I will be bringing the Naughty Crew along. I will vlog it. It should be fun. It's supposed to be a great networking event.
Hmm.
It's over there on West 30th Street, right where the furs are, the fur district.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's right across the
Yeah.
street from there.
In New York?
Yeah, New York
I don't
fashion.
exactly live in New York.
You don't
What
have
I
was
to.
just
that?
live in the worst city known to man.
What is that?
I live in the worst city known to man, Baltimore.
That's not the
Oh,
worst.
Are you kidding me? When Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters, he listed this place as Tartarus.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Really?
you could always move.
Well, I ain't got no funds of any kind, so I'm kind
Oh,
of stuck here in Tartarus.
you stuck. Well,
Yep,
you can
me and
try to make the
mom
best
too.
of it.
How?
Don't you guys have the African American Museum?
I haven't been. I'm trying to. Well, since COVID hit, I had made plans to go, but when COVID hit, shut that down.
Oh, well, maybe you should go and vlog it for your channel.
Okay.
I would love to see it.
All right.
I'm sure Baltimore has plenty of hidden jewels, especially the seafood. I love their seafood.
Oh, the crabs are my favorite. You know what? The
yeah.
only state in this entire United States that imports our crabs. We don't even eat the stuff we catch.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what.
What
Yeah,
do
that's
you
what I
guys think
found
about
out.
Martha Stewart getting Snoop Dogg tattooed on her?
They must really like each other.
I thought it was weird.
I didn't see that, but I don't think that that's real.
I don't think it's real either. But
It's,
like, what type of love affair is going on here?
you know what,
I have
Martha?
no idea.
I think they
I
have a
really
very
don't.
Go ahead, Robin.
unique and distinct business relationship.
Mhm.
And it's so unlikely that it works. You would never think that this woman who's very waspy would be able to relate to this homeboy from the hood. I mean, it's very East versus West. There's nothing about them, nothing that they have in common except probably their hustle.
Yeah,
And they
I
can
And
prove
agree.
that. And they're each, I think that what I think I see is that they are both open to learning from each other. And they really do that. So
I
she,
love them together. I think they're a great team,
mhm,
we
and
need more of that.
they complement each other in like a eclectic type of way.
We
absolutely.
need more of this. I'm telling you.
I don't know. I thought I don't know what I hope it's a fake tattoo because it's just weird to
I'm
me.
sure it is. I don't see Martha Stewart will probably. Here's what I would say. If Martha Stewart's tattoo is real, then I'm a white woman who can wear a size 2.
Oh my god.
They probably are about to come out with a new show, and that's why they're doing it. A new
Hmm.
season of their
Mm,
show, so they have to ramp up publicity.
I
You
saw the
know what?
Halloween special they had.
Go
Yeah, they
ahead,
had a
Robin.
Halloween special on Peacock.
Go ahead, Robin. You were saying something.
Yeah, I was going to say that one of the things for me, what I've noticed is I think that she helped to open him up to make him a different kind of crossover because I think that
Mhm.
he's already had crossed over with his music, but I
Mhm.
think that he became more palatable to people, starting with their cooking show. And we've seen him. Well, I think I've seen him in a lot of different venues and engaging in a lot of different ventures. Like people seem more willing to provide opportunities with him and collaborate than have been in the past. And this actually, absolutely, in my opinion, has taken over his early onset persona and presentation. I think that before
Wow.
he, I think I. What do you think of that?
No,
think
I agree. I agree. I
So do
definitely
I.
think he opened him up. And let's just, I mean, she made him more likable by the clear people. You know what I mean?
right.
Like, and I think it's a dope collab. I mean, Snoop Dogg is a very good businessman to begin with. I mean, he has so
Yeah.
many things. He has
Agreed.
cereal, chips, everything you could think of. He has.
He
He's
got
also
his own
more
brand.
cerebral than a lot of people have given. Well, for me, let me speak for myself. He's actually more cerebral than I've had anticipated. In the last couple of years, I've seen him in different interviews, and the things that he discusses are really like, I'm like, wow, really? This is Snoop for real? And
Mhm.
and the thing is, I never believed myself to be someone to pigeonhole somebody. And like I'm not the to LeBron James, just shut up and dribble. I know that people are multifaceted. I think that the issue has always been that the way publicity and media worked, especially prior to the internet, is that you were only able to get your message out one way. It was only like maybe that one person pushing that one thing, and people didn't also have all these different irons in the fire.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I can see that point, and I think it was a good way to kind of bridge the gap between hip hop and Martha Stewart. Because Martha
Mhm.
Stewart is a down chick. Okay, say what you want about her, she is a down chick.
Yeah.
She even collaborated with Wendy Williams, and she didn't even like her.
Right.
Yeah. That shows you how down she is.
She didn't
I
even like her, but they got past their differences and were able to work together.
Well, I
Yeah.
think I saw a lot. I saw a lot about. I think that we were open up because I'm one of those old school Martha Stewart fans from Martha Stewart Living. I had all her cookbooks and everything. But when she went to prison, that showed us a whole other side of her, because not only I don't think she should have gone to prison, but she did lie to the federal authorities. But that's all she did. She just told a lie. But we saw different aspects of her. We saw her really taking time because she couldn't do anything else. She did her own in-house community service, from everything from teaching the women different skills, from
Mm-hmm.
everything from the yoga to I don't know what else. She did a lot. And so we were able to, for me, I was able to see her differently through that, and more hands-on doing really real service. I think that there's lore or tale that she continued with her work with the women in the prison after she was released. I don't know what the status of that is today, but that's what came out when she initially came out of prison.
I mean, I love it. I love it, Robin. That was very well spoken. You like kind of took the words out of my mouth because
Mine too.
I feel like Martha has always given back, and she's been even killed. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And she she lied to the authorities. She did her time. I forgave her. You know what I mean? Like we all
Yeah.
make mistakes. We all make mistakes, but I love her
I made a
brand.
plethora of mistakes in my youth.
I love her brand.
100%.
Exactly. Robin, what do you think about how this pastor is ragging Beyonce? Like I think enough is enough already.
I only saw what you showed, but I believe that we are, and I'm gonna today. I think for the moment, I'm gonna rag on the internet that we're on right now. I believe that a lot of the social issues that we have, I think that providing everybody with a platform has extended the whole notion of the First Amendment, and
Mm-hmm.
now people not only do they speak just because they can speak. We have a culture now, in my opinion, of fake outrage. We find something and
Exactly.
we just want to just harp on it,
Yeah.
because in the past it would be like like me. I said, you asked what I thought about what we thought about this Rihanna. I was underwhelmed. That was it. I'm not going to
Mm-hmm.
go and just beat her down. I I was looking for the hype. I didn't know what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
But what I saw wasn't it. She's very beautiful. I was happy to see she looked well. But
Mm-hmm.
as far as I would have preferred to play a CD. I mean, I didn't think there was any difference in her performances. And that's it. That's all I have to say. I'm not going to go I'm not going to call everybody. I'm not going to go on the newspaper websites and everybody's blog and write my comments and say how horrible she was to me. No, why? What do I get out of that? Nothing. And you know what?
Nothing.
She's gonna laugh her way to the bank and rock her baby to sleep.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's what it is. We have found, and let me talk about my people here on the internet, especially my friends who are you content creators. Remember when that housewife made the comment to Philly Diva saying, "Oh, it must be horrible." So whatever, it was horrible to be a black content creator. I don't know if you remember that controversy.
I remember.
You don't remember it, Knotty?
I don't think I remember.
Okay, I don't remember. I don't remember which one it was because I don't watch that.
Guys. Hold on. Keep going, Robin. I just have someone's at my door. I'll be right back.
I don't
It's
watch.
Sorry.
I was like, I don't watch that particular Housewives series, but I remember that this woman who was on the Housewives of Beverly Hills commented on something that Philly Diva had just posted on her thing. And the woman's response was, it must be really horrible to be a black content creator. So after that, everybody went ham on her. They went after this woman, especially the content creator. And in as much as their reaction was very valid, all they did was pop off about it. For me, I actually sent I don't know if I wrote emails or whatever to a couple of the channel creators that I follow, and I said, you know what? This would be a perfect time. As angry as all of you are, you should all get together, the group, because everybody is, the algorithm puts us all in the same spaces. So you know who your people are. So you know who your other content creators you have in common are. I suggested that they get together and have, put out a collective statement, or that could be something as simple as a video that says, my name is Knotty Love, and I'm a proud black content creator. My name is Robin Moore. I'm that kind of thing. I was like, you could do something, but you know what? They bitched about it for a couple of days, and that was it. I'm like, fake outrage. You're not really bad. I was more angry than they were, and I'm not a content creator in that same sense.
Mm-hmm.
So
you gotta find out what people's intentions are when it comes to these YouTube streets. There's a lot of manipulation and hoodwinking going on. But also you got to stand on your ground. You have to believe in your work. And I really believe like the energy you put out, that's what you'll receive back. But I'm not no punk, okay? Like don't talk mess about me, and I won't talk mess about you.
Right, but and I think that was my point, that like what I just said is we look for this outrage. Listen, you make me mad. I tell you, I don't find it easy to forgive. I don't seek out revenge, but I'm not going to be nice. Let me tell you, I have carried grudges for years. And actually, as much as people say you shouldn't do that, I get pleasure out of that, because when I have my position, I'm not going to back down. I'm angry with you about this. There's nothing that's going to change it. I may not put energy into always seething about you, but I'm always going to keep you in that space. I'm not going to necessarily forgive you. You do me wrong, that's it.
Exactly.
I know the feeling.
So I think again, people full of crap.
They are, and it is fake outrage, and I'm over it. And it's just like, if you don't like something, you do not have to partake in. And that's the beautiful thing about being in America. Whatever I don't like, I don't partake in. Period.
And
exactly.
But I'm not going to proceed to like assassinate a person's character or consume myself with trying to figure out, well, why she do this and why she do that. I just respect it for the art that she gives, and that's it. That's it.
Here. Now I gotta go because my dad keeps calling my name.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thanks for joining.
Okay.
Take care.
It's funny.
So that I finally found this story, you guys. I knew I had a video of it. Let's jump into it. This is about that mom from Texas. that abandoned her children.
A Montgomery County mother is wanted by police in 2 different states tonight after investigators say her 2 young children were found in deplorable living conditions.
The 12 and 3-year-old were left alone to fend for themselves for nearly 2 months. ABC 13's Brooke Taylor is live outside the home where all of this happened. Brooke?
Yeah, all of this really hard to believe. Now, the mom left about a few months ago, but they moved into this home a year ago, and the children were never enrolled in school in Texas. So officials tell me it was really easy for all of this to just go unnoticed. Inside this home, a nightmare for 2 young children, 12 and 3 years old. Roman Forest Police Chief Stephen Carlisle says they were abandoned for nearly 2 months.
There was no food in the house. Everything was empty. There was some dry beans and some spices is about it.
Their mother, Raven Yates, left them in late September, he says. There's been a warrant out for her arrest since December. Investigators say the 12-year-old never told anyone because she was threatened by what might happen to her little brother. They have different fathers.
And she was afraid that her father was going to take her and leaving the 3-year-old by himself.
Fearful, she obeyed. She'd call her father, saying mom was working and he would send food. According to police, he's a music producer in California. He called police once family members spotted Yates in Mobile, Alabama, where she's from, without her kids.
When he got a call from his ex-mother-in-law and he put 2 and 2 together, he called the first plane over here.
Investigators shocked to see how they were living.
The officers checked the bedroom of the children and discovered heavy urine odor coming from the 3-year-old's bed.
Yates continues to be active on social media, posting to her thousands of followers as investigators work with Mobile police to arrest the 31-year-old's mom. She's wanted on 2 counts of abandoning or endangering a child without intent to return. She hasn't responded to our messages.
A 12-year-old cannot take care of a 3-year-old for a long period of time. It's dangerous, especially over a month and a half. It's dangerous. It's irresponsible of a parent.
Now, Yates also has a 14-year-old girl. She was reported as a runaway around the same time when police say she left the younger children. Tonight, though, police tell me all 3 children have been reunited. They are safe and they are with a family member in Alabama. We're live in New Caney. I'm Brooke Taylor, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
I have questions.
Go ahead. Sound off.
The first question I have is, how are they going to give us a news report that says this woman is posting to social media and you haven't tracked her down yet?
Exactly. But y'all can't find her? Hold on.
They're not trying to find her.
Nah, they don't care. They do not care. Sorry, I'm looking for my chart.
Now, the other thing is the poor 12-year-old who has such a sense of responsibility over her 3-year-old sibling. I didn't understand where she was feeling the threat from. If she shared that her mom had left them, she said that she worried that her father would come get her and leave the other and not the other child.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder where that belief or threat, if you will, because they use the word threat, where that came from.
Exactly. I don't know. It's a lot of things that's suspicious about this story, even from the mom. Because at first I'm like, okay, I hope she's okay. Because on the ID channel, you see stories and snaps and stuff like that. And all of a sudden the parent comes up unalive. So the first thing I thought is like, I hope she's okay. I hope they have a mother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now that they're saying that she's been active on social media, what the heck is wrong with y'all? And y'all can't find her? And she got an iPhone or some type of smartphone where they can.
She got a phone. That's my point. And the last thing is, so Daddy, who is in California,
I wonder what producer it is.
He's not too swift, if you will, because how for over a month you've been talking to your child
and just send
it not even his child, seems like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because she said that I don't know, we don't know, I can't tell if it was her, whoever, but how is he going to be How is he gonna not speak to, unless this is their relationship, the mother for this amount of time? And how is he gonna be sending, I don't know, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Postmates, whoever? How's he doing that for how long? At a point, you can't keep saying she not here.
Exactly.
That should raise some red flag, some suspicion.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Queen. Thank you. Yeah, no, it's a lot that's suspicious about this story. And mom seems probably like a bed hopping party animal. Who put the streets before kids.
Or she may have some maybe substance abuse issues.
That too. I suspect some mental health issues too. Usually when you have substance, the mental health is not far behind, you know?
It's very possible. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I mean, how active was this father? And I wonder which producer it was. Okay, like you that busy, you don't even know if your kids. I mean, especially in the days of technology, you're not FaceTiming your kid.
See,
to see what's going on.
Yes, see, that's what I'm saying. This a lot don't add up.
It really doesn't. And I'm glad you pointed out the fact that, like, how's she on social media, but y'all can't find her? She been going.
They don't want to find her now.
How y'all following her on social media, but you can't find her? That's just weird. It's suspicious. I'm gonna keep my eyes out for this story to see if there's any updates that come out, because I'm interested to see what is gonna happen at this point. And it looks like the police don't really care. They really don't care at all.
And look at me. They said that the children are reunited with the one who ran away. They didn't tell us if they're in foster care, congregate care, or with a relative.
They didn't tell us anything.
You know what? They can't be. They probably aren't with a relative, because he said that the father said that they said that the father heard from her mom that she was in Mobile, Alabama.
Mm-hmm. It's weird.
You know,
it's not adding up. It's not adding up at all. And to just walk away from your children like that, I feel like it's definitely some mental instabilities there. Seriously. Because I can't just leave my kids like that.
No.
I wouldn't even imagine. I think my kids only been away from me for like a week out of their life, and it was torture. Yes, she's looking like a Barbie doll in a leopard dress. She's giving me Tokyo Tony vibes. Okay, that's what she's giving me. That's what she's giving me. And it's just like, if you do not want children, people, there are many ways to prevent it. Those children did not ask to be here.
That's right.
And I would have rather her drop the kids off to the fire station or turn them into the Department of Family Youth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had a family member that did that once.
I was gonna say, I've seen that in the movie, some kind of show, a movie or something. I can't take care of him no more. I need you to take him. That's when you get some help, some services.
Exactly.
But she doesn't sound like she's ready or open for that.
I'm just saying, the safety of the children has to come first at all times, okay? And if you can't provide or whatever, they have resources now where you don't have to be ashamed. You can just go and say, hey, I can't take care of these children, this and that, or whatever. I've had family members that actually did it, and they got their children back. They worked it, they got themselves together, and they got their kids back. Children are a blessing. Yes, Deborah.
So, Knotty, I see that you have your Instagram up. Can I tell you a quick Instagram story?
Uh-huh.
So I don't, I'm more of a Twitter chick. I don't really do Instagram, except for maybe since you guys lately, and this is very recently. I'm like, let me go on, even though I've had my account forever.
Mm-hmm.
So I had I saw a post from someone I went to high school with. Now, I know my people, and I haven't seen this guy since I can't remember how long. When I say I can't remember how long, it's been at least 30 years. And I saw him like in the supermarket. He was like, Robin, like he was like, what's up? What you doing? You know, I was like, okay. So anyway, so he's a really prominent DJ now in Florida, a radio station. And I saw something that he posted, and I was like, you know, I don't ever talk to anybody on the Instagram. And I told him, like, keep representing. I sent him a note, and he wrote me back, yes, sir. And I said, this ninja, and then it made me, and I had to take a beat. And I said, you know what, people, this is one thing about social media. People have these accounts, and they're not accountable to or for them. They're not responsible with them or with what they put out there and how they put themselves out there. And it's about 2 days later, I went back and I was like, and the thing is, when I wrote it, because my name is not my whole name, it's a version of it. The little note that I wrote, because I messaged him, that I put Robin Moore, right? I put my name. And I was like, this ninja he didn't read it, really. And so I sent him a note back yesterday that said, okay, it's very clear to me that you just like responding for the sake of responding. I need you to read it again. This is Robin Moore. And I gave him some, you know, our friend history, right? And he sent me a note back this morning. And he was like, I'm so sorry. I know exactly who you are. What's up? You know, it was crazy. But
I'm glad he apologized, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because I was people. I'm people's people.
Exactly.
But when I saw it really was a really clear signal. I was like, I'm going to tell people this. Because, like, for example, I have Facebook. I hate Facebook. And I hate it because I think it's the devil. I know that it can reel you in. Like if you go on Facebook, and especially, you know, if you aren't quick enough to have put the thing on and say that you're not on, people inundate you. Or I know that happens to me. And you get sucked in. So even when I do go on, it's like 3:00 in the morning. I think nobody's watching.
They be up in Africa, child, all night long.
But I don't have people in Africa that I know of, so I'm good there. But so like I'm very irresponsible, and I know it. So I know that I'm going to have to go on soon because I know that I have messages from my birthday. I know I have a gang of them, but I have to just, you know, take my own counsel. At least I need to attend to that account in some manner. I will do it. But I just wanted to tell you that because, you know, as you grow, it's going to be important. And so also you're going to have to consider taking time out when people do contact you and want to interact with you, because you don't want to like start out being like this, like one-on-one almost. And then like, you know, in 1,000 or so subscribers, you just have the account just because it's there and you don't groom it.
See, I have to do like maintenance. I have certain times where I just go through like all my messages and kind of respond to everybody. And but you have to vet the messages because everybody wants something, especially when you have a public account like mine. Everybody wants something. People are reaching out to me, you know, to become brand ambassadors and things like that. But a lot of people just use all these social media sites just for dating. And it's just like, I don't do that. I'm old fashioned. I like meeting my person in person.
Right.
I need to see that your fingernails are clean. I need to see your footwear. I need to see, you know, that we're evenly yoked. And I'm just old fashioned like that. I refuse to do internet dating or date anyone over the internet because it's a bunch of catfishing going on. People, I paid attention to the show.
Oh yeah. Well, let me tell you, I went back on Black Planet when Elon Musk bought Twitter, and I was like, why did I ever? And I'm like angry at myself for not towing the line from back in the day because I was like, I had that account when Black Planet first came out, and it actually is the prototype, in my opinion, for what Twitter is today. And I had abandoned my account. I that was like 5, 6, 7 computers passed. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to go back to Black Planet because Elon Musk is gonna blow up Twitter. And
Mm-hmm.
I went on it and I was like, "Ay, que pasó? This is terrible."
Mm-hmm.
It's a cesspool. It
It
is
is.
really I was like, "What happened to Black Planet?" You know what happened? People like me left it. And of course, and that's what I've been getting. People like soliciting you for stuff. I'm like, "Are you serious?"
Mm-hmm.
No, so I like gotta shut that down.
Well, I'm constantly vetting, because like people reach out to me, so I have to respond. Because I don't know if they may want a head wrap or something like that, so I have to
Mhm.
entertain it a little bit. But you could, I started to be able to recognize the ones that are just up to no good. They're just trying to promote something, some type of social media, something, because everybody wants to. Oh, I could get you 5K subscribers. I could get myself that for free. Thank you very much. Um,
And you know what else happens that I have seen when you like your channel when you drop your line for people to call in, people will pop up on somebody's channel and then promote their own, be on there, and then like just fade. You're like, what happened to them? They were just here talking.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's see. I know my core people or whatever, but anybody new, I make them show their face before, because there's a lot of creeps out there,
Listen,
unfortunately.
I was part of I participated in one of not too long ago, and it happened. I was like, where this person come from? Very
Mm-hmm.
well received, had a good look and everything, but it was not, it changed the whole course of the discussion, and they were doing self promotion. I was like, okay, I'm gonna find a way to be more vocal when I participate. Like now, if somebody came on your channel, I thought they were messy, I would like for real get very stern myself as if I was your surrogate, and I found a way to do on air vetting. I wouldn't even play.
I'm not playing, because this is my brand. This is my business. You know what I mean? So I have to protect the integrity of my brand. And I love to laugh and have fun, but I'm not here for the foolery. I'm just really not. I can't
Hmm.
stand it. I can't stand all the beefing with YouTube. And it's just like, why do you care? Y'all don't even know each other.
I know that's I saw something. I was like, wait, what am I watching here? What? Huh? I thought this was just no. Y'all can have it. I'll be an observer for real though.
Now I'm over that other situation too. Like I'm done. I said my piece about that. I'm not talking about it no more.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I'm
And,
done.
and by the way, that was fun. The ninjas and flies.
Yes, it was. It was. I say, Rob, look at my Robin. She's so creative.
I was like, where did this come from? Shoot, that was fun.
No, but I'm done. They was like, oh, he said something about you. I can
Don't
really care
care.
less. That man is not even on my level. Period.
Nope. Nope.
Period. Period. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm not coming off my throne for peasants.
There you go.
Exactly. It is exhausting, Queen V. And half of it is lies. All of it is for clicks and views. And we'll latch on to whoever, whenever, so we can get all the attention. Clicks and views. That's what it comes down to. People don't want to do the work. Because if she would just focus on her art, I think a lot more people would be interested.
You know what else I have found, because I think I shared that I've only really started watching YouTube and engaging just a little over a year. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
well, when I say YouTube, I mean the wider YouTube, because I really only used to watch Roland Martin Unfiltered,
Mm-hmm.
because he went from the TV one, because that's my thing.
Mm-hmm. I
And
like
then
Roland Martin.
one day I just started roaming, and that's how I came to this. But recently, one of the things I've noticed is even the people that I really like, they're in two different categories, and I've actually stopped watching people who let me see if I can find a good example. Okay, like this, what you have up on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
If you came up on the screen, if you came on and did a video that says, "I'd like to report about something happened in Alabama," there were high schoolers who staged a walkout because, and like maybe you read the article or something, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't give any commentary. I'm like, well, I read that myself. Why am I watching this? I can read. So
Exactly.
I've become, real. I've been very careful about spending my time. I will not click on something if I know that that's all you're doing, because, like I said, I've been reading for a long time. And I keep myself informed. And I just also, when I read sometimes the comments and those things, I go, wow, are people really not going out themselves just to absorb information? Because it's like, oh, Knotty, thank you for reporting this. I really appreciate it. And I'm like, but that was, when I was in the bathroom and the TV was low, I could understand them saying that on the news. So I don't know. So that bugs me out. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, you got a lot of people that don't want to do the work. And that's why, like, I always promote on my platform. I want to have conversation. I like to have conversation to get other people's perspectives. That's how I grow. You know what I mean? So I pick the topic and I just open up the panel to see what people's thoughts are. You know what I mean? Because maybe I'm looking at something the wrong way. It's all about perception and things like that. So, like, if you present yourself as like a deep dive research type of platform, give me what you promised me.
Right.
Be honest about what your platform represents. Exactly. Unfortunately, people thrive on drama, Queen V. Okay, they thrive on it or whatever. And I just, I choose to spend my time better. That's it. I mean, there's a lots of wonderful things we could be talking about, and I just don't like. I discovered the B sector or the B sector or whatever. It's horrible. It's horrible the way they tear each other down.
Oh yeah, you did talk about that. I think that I put that in the search bar and it didn't come up with that like, channel. It was about people commenting about it, different content creators. I was like, okay, I just left it alone. I was like, if I have
that energy in your life, trust me. And it's just like people are really sitting around. They're really angry.
But you know what? When you say that, this is what's really interesting to me. That is a good part of why I stopped watching a lot of those reality shows. I didn't. First of all, I'm bougie, so I never watched them in the beginning. The first time I watched, when I said, and I'm talking about this iteration, like which started with the Housewives. This woman I worked with, she was like 20, 30 years older than me. She was a senior. And she was like, you don't watch the Housewives? I was like, no. She said, oh, that Nene is something. So this was in the beginning. And I was like, am I missing something? And I watched, and it was good and it was fun. It was funny. But then it turned dark and it got so mean and nasty. And that's what happens to so many of those shows. And I'm like, I have friend groups. I've never gone out with a group of friends and we are sitting around a table. All of a sudden somebody throws a drink. I've never been out with friends and people start yelling, screaming, and cursing. I've never been out with a group of friends and people started swinging. I've even been in friend groups where you have people who, I'm your friend, but that she's not your friend, but we don't swing, we don't fight, and we don't curse. So that is not reality to me. And I don't accept it as reality. And I don't like it as it's presented as being the norm. I also decided the other day, I was like, we watch these shows called The Real Housewives of, but how real is this that it centers around the uber wealthy who have these outlandish lifestyles that are not necessarily their true lifestyles. A lot of them are manufactured for television. These people go into tech. I'm like, I know a lot of regular schmegler people who will be real interesting on these shows, and they're not necessarily the 1%. And we have just gone so far removed from what reality is. And again, I really don't like that negativity. I won't watch it. So I'm like, I haven't. People, y'all talk. You might say y'all. You know how I mean the people when they start talking about and they can quote that Atlanta Housewives. And you know how long it took me to find out where that saying it was all a scheme set up by Todd. I'm like, I didn't know. I knew who Todd was but the last time I watched the Housewives of Atlanta was when Candy was pregnant with Ace.
Wow.
So I cannot tell you what, I mean, because I'm in the streets, I do know the names and stuff. I don't know what Fallon looks like. All these people I don't know. I stopped watching the OC back in like 2016, 17.
They really got washed down. Hey,
I don't
Chris.
watch them because they're so outrageous, and they're a really dark mark on my spirit. I don't like to see people being mean, nasty, and these people, the Potomac, are about to lose me too.
I'm
Because
lost. What do you mean about? I'm
they
lost.
don't. It makes no. I'm looking for one bit of resolve. That's why I'm sticking with it at this point. But I might be done after this season because I see people on there. Like I said, the truth is, no way in hell could in my world Wendy and Giselle exist and behave the way they do towards each other. We would have to have a lemon squeeze for real.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, I'm just over the lies in the
And
face.
I mean, I want to know if Chris Bassett lost his job or if he quit his job, because these things, again, they're presented as reality. So did the scheming, lies, and propaganda put forward by the other women damage his reputation to the point where he is no longer in that employment situation? Because remember, part of and I know you said you don't watch it, but part of what was his business was named in the show. Come to my wherever it is, the W, whatever, that kind of thing. But if I have somebody who's kind of advertising my spot, but got people who I'm watching act like this, I don't want you bringing that here.
It's disgusting what they try to do this season, and I think Candace and Chris should leave the show.
I agree.
Seriously, because even Ashley tried to drive that narrative, and it's all the people that don't really have storylines doing all this mess and this foolery.
Well, the idea of storyline to me is also it's ridiculous because to have a storyline means that you have made up a story. That is that you're manufacturing a narrative. If you're being real and you're telling your truth, that's your reality. That's the reality show. So whenever they use that word storyline, that's red flag for me. You have people, that pay attention or put attention on everyone else to deflect from whatever is happening for them. Ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. To me, these housewife shows, even in Huntsville, it's all redundant to me. It's all the same thing. It's always people trying to tear apart people's relationships and marriages and things like that. It's all catty, stabbing each other in the back. He said, she said, I talked about you behind your back. Oh, and I'm gonna go over here and tell everybody that you was talking about everybody. You know what I mean? It's just like high school games, and it's just like, can we evolve already, people?
Not even high school. And I'll tell you, that Huntsville thing is such a disappointment because it was sold to us as business people, and we were going to be able to see them in their business, their entrepreneurial efforts and expertise and experiences combined with this group working to uplift and help rebuild the Huntsville community. And it hasn't been that. And then, I blame Carlos King because he is stuck in his Bravo experience. And instead of elevating himself, he decides that he likes the mud that he was in. And I don't think that he realizes the opportunity that he has with these other franchises to elevate the brand and to elevate the people. And he has inserted himself into like the Huntsville show in such a way that I don't think he understands whether or not he wants to be a producer or part of the cast.
And exactly. And it was a brilliant idea, but it got muddied up with the drama. Like, it's just like, and I was looking forward to it the same reason you were, Robin. I was looking forward to seeing like these Black entrepreneurs doing it in real estate. The show is so far off focus at this point. I'm not even interested. I mean, and how far are you going to take these storylines? How far are you going to stretch it? They've been talking about the same thing from the very beginning.
And I can't tell if it's that they're just on that what I call that treadmill. They keep moving, but they're not getting anywhere, or how many limitations and restrictions they have necessarily for what they can broadcast. On Diva's channel, she interviewed Tiffany. And I told her, I said, I know that this I don't know what it was I saw, but I was like, there's more to this woman than what we're seeing. and the show is not doing her justice. And as it turns out, she's the co-founder of an organization that seeks to increase minority, particularly Black people's participation in clinical trials.
Nice.
She has an app out. I forgot the name of it, but to helps you to follow along with different clinical trials and to register, those kinds of things. It's interesting, and we don't see that.
Exactly.
Her husband is not a slob. He comes off to me, I think, as a big doofus on the show. That's not his reality at all. And so I'm like, they really need to figure out what they're giving us and why. Some people, I think, just are on the show because they want to be on TV. Like I think that young woman, Stormy, I think that she has a great story, but we haven't seen her story. We've seen her mess. We don't, what I read about her is that she started making these hair products when she was in high school and selling them to her, classmates. And now she's a multimillionaire.
See?
What are we seeing on the show?
None of that. We see the drama, and that's what I'm like, okay.
And the drama is manufactured, and they manufactured it to the point that they have convinced themselves that that's their reality. And that's why you see all that mess that people talk about, that they get on the social media and stir stuff up.
It's all for views and clicks, you guys. It's all for views and clicks. And I'm just quite frankly not vested in that stuff anymore. I miss real live shows, TV shows like Family Matters and you know what I mean, Cosby Show, In the House, and hanging with people.
Let me tell you, I was so excited this season for 2 new shows that are scripted, because they're scripted and they're not. I think one of them is really, really corny, and I love it to death. It's called So Help Me Todd.
Oh,
I love that show. It's like a combination of Monk. It's kind of like a not cops and cops. It's like a justice show, I guess. His mom is a lawyer. He's a private investigator, but it's real quirky. You know, has those kind of feel-good stories. You're not seeing like a lot of mean, nasty killings and all that stuff. So I really like that. And this other one is called East New York. And that's a cop show, but it's set in East New York, Brooklyn. And so, and I like that because, it's a cop a police procedural, but it has a lot of old school people, Black people and Latin people on it. So like Ruben Santiago Jr., Jimmy Smits, that one, what's her name? Lauren, who used to be on not NYPD, New York Undercover. People like that. So you get that it has a very New York feel for me. The only thing I don't like about it is that they say they're in Brooklyn. I'm like, that's Queens. That's a Queens spot.
And the new season of, I gotta check out the new season of Harlem came out.
Yes, I saw the first 4 yesterday. The first 4 episodes yesterday.
I gotta catch up. My Netflix of the week pick is You People with Eddie Murphy, Lauren London, Mia Long. Okay.
Have you seen it already?
Yes, it's very good. It was hilarious.
Really? That's the first positive review I've heard of that.
Yeah, I hear people dragging it, but me and my daughter loved it. It was hilarious. And it talked about issues that you deal with when it comes to blending races in marriage and stuff like that. I thought it was a good story.
I believe that the reviews I heard was that the story, it seemed they were trying to advance the narrative, but the acting and the casting was unbelievable. And that maybe Jonah Hill should probably not have been the man. I don't know. I'm not paying for another streaming service, so I just have to hear about it.
I get it, but I liked it. It was very funny, if you ask me. I thought it was good. I thought it was lighthearted. It was a change of pace. And I laughed through the whole thing. Lauren London, she is so quirky and cute to me. And I thought they did a good job of matching them together. I really felt like they complemented each other in this. And I appreciated Eddie's work. I like Mean Eddie too. Eddie Murphy was mean in this one. He was a mean dad.
I got one for you.
What's that?
Shotgun Wedding.
Shotgun Wedding. Is it
Shotgun Wedding is on Amazon. I cannot believe I watched that yesterday and I laughed I was entertained. It's with Jennifer Lopez of all people. It's Jennifer Lopez, Josh Duhamel. It is a very light, fun, entertaining, funny action film. Oh, Lenny Kravitz is in it too. It was
Lenny Kravitz.
Yes, I did not believe. I mean, I think that it would. I think it translated really well on the small screen. I can't imagine really enjoying it in a movie theater only because.
Whatever. I had to
Who
mute
you
you,
Curve. Because I don't think that it was the content in it itself would fill the screen, if that makes sense to you.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a really, I promise you, if you watch that movie, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, Fez. J-Lo can't act. J-Lo can't sing. Okay, because Ashanti sang all her songs for her. All right. J-Lo always just been okay to me, but I I loved her in Monster-in-Law with Jane Fonda.
I'm giving her a good review on this one. I'm gonna say that I think she's absolutely typecast 100%. So there's nothing that is gonna be way out of the box. But this did have different action in it. And again, it was a rom-com, but not in the old sappy kind of way, because it had the action and the suspense. I enjoyed it a lot. And
The Shotgun Wedding.
I was like, who knew?
Yeah, The Shotgun Wedding. Hey, Curves.
Hey,
Hi,
you guys. You know, I was calling because of You People.
What's
So
up?
for me, You People was a travesty. It was, it was a movie full of how microaggressions are tolerable, and that Black people need to just get over it. I feel like it highlighted how everything important to Black people needed to get out, and everything that, except for, as long as my daughter's happy, let's just forego everything we believe in to be with this other family. In addition to, I felt like, I know, that's why I like this one. In addition to, I felt like Jonah, his relationship. Okay, so look at this. The movie starts with calling the only Black president in history gay, speculating that he's gay. That's how the movie opens, is with speculating that Obama is gay. Then the movie goes into Jonah being afraid of every white man in power in his life. He doesn't want conflict with his family. He doesn't want conflict with his boss. He just shuts up and toes the line, except for his podcast about, air quotes, the culture. Not his culture, our culture. Okay? And then he finds this Black girl, gorgeous Black girl. And he looks like a freaking Neanderthal caveman. So that shows that Black ladies need to tolerate anything in a man in a relationship. We don't have no, what's it called? No standards. Like, let's just go with this guy who obviously she wasn't even that attracted to. Like, just because but other people's love language, like, Knotty is other people's love language. It doesn't have to like scream sexy time romance, but it also showed that, he can get anything he wants by being a white man in this society, and she needs to get this guy who constantly lied to her. Everything out of his mouth to her was pretty much a lie. He was always BSing, and it was funny. Yeah, okay, fine. It's funny. You make me laugh, but he was constantly lying to her also. Then she encourages him to to go for his dream. Go ahead, go to your boss, who he can't even say hello to, you guys. He can't even form a sentence in front of his white boss. He can't even speak, right? Then you get to the Black man of the father of the woman you air quotes love and want to spend your life with, and you can cuss him up one side and down the other after knowing him for 2 months of him trying to find out who you are, trying to get in his daughter's bed. But you have all this energy for a Black man, and you can cuss him up one side and down the other after knowing him for 2 months. But you couldn't even tell your boss F you when you quit. So that's another thing it did. And then the father, Eddie Murphy, had a kafta. He had that hat on. He said that he got that hat. It was his prized possession. And he got it from Farrakhan himself. Those people started eyeballing his hat, talking about, we know what Farrakhan said about the Jews. Then they had this weird scene where there's candles lit. Nia Long starts coughing. Oh, I think I'm allergic to these candles, because they decided they need to burn their candles at the black people's house for their dinner. Okay, fine, inclusion. But then you take your candles after the lady has an allergic reaction to them, and they said for Jonah to get these candles up, get them out of here. He starts getting them, but what was in the lady's mind was, oh, I need to destroy this hat that Farrakhan gave this man. She gets up from her side of the table, y'all, walks to behind the black man's hat and lights his hat on fire. And then while he's yelling stop, proceeds to stomp on it, disregarding what he wants done in his house, stomps on the hat and puts the fire out with water. After he's saying, stop, stop, like he's trying to say, he knows how to save his fez. They're the ones that don't know how to save it. They don't care what this black man is talking about in his house. And so they destroy his prized possession. Then the movie accumulates with, oh yeah, and then they wanted the Aman from the Muslims to marry the daughter. But no, the movie ended with them having a whole full-on, they didn't acknowledge any of her Muslim heritage in that wedding that I saw. They only acknowledged the Jewish thing. And I feel like it was a movie all about how if black people want to love white people, for one, you got to stand anybody who will stand you. You don't need a standard. You got to accept anything they say is the truth, because they can lie to your face and laugh with you and then you'll accept it. They can cuss your father out, disrespect his prized possessions, but as long as she's happy and we didn't do anything to upset the white people's heritage or anything, then it's a good movie. I saw it all. I'm sorry. I can't unsee it. It was not an okay movie. It was not.
Okay. I get it. I hear you. And I guess it depends on the lenses you look at it with, right? Because I went into it just having a movie date with my daughter. And,
I mean, I totally was watching it with husband. I was like, ooh, this movie. Jonah's fine in some movies, you know. London is great in some movies. Ooh, Eddie Murphy got a gig. Nia Long's in it. Please. It was all about destroying everything the black people loved. Everything.
Okay, yeah, because I thought, and I saw a comment, because he did have a skit on Saturday Night Live. It was about the family coming together, and I think that's where it was spent off of, that skit. They turned it into a movie. Wow. So, I mean, I hear all your points. I can see it from that perspective for sure. You just feel like they just catered to the other side a lot more.
Yeah, completely. And I feel like if it was really if they wanted to like make light of it and, oh, this is our heritage, there would have been a better way to combine both heritages or cultures without totally nothing left of what the black people liked at the end of the movie was there. Nothing.
So it sounds,
and that
to
spoke
me like,
volumes to me.
It sounds to me, Curbs, like they would have been better off had they done more of a parody, as opposed to what it sounds to me like what you got from it is that they wanted to tell you which side was the right side. And
yeah. And by the absence of what the black people held dear at the end of the movie, it basically said what the white people held dear is what's okay, because it made it to the end.
I gotta look at that wedding scene again. I could have sworn they combined things. I would have liked to see more of the Islamic culture. I mean, they weren't. Hold on, I gotta mute someone.
And then he Jonah, how was he so mad at Eddie Murphy for finding out that he loved the drugs, he loved the girls? I mean, he needed to know that about this guy. They dated for a short time. That is Eddie Murphy's response of freaking ability as a father of a black queen to make sure that he's worthy. And he told him, you're not worthy. And I know why. But then he didn't even share it with his daughter, who she really getting involved with. I would have wanted to know that my soon-to-be husband buys pounds of the stuff. I would have wanted to know that. I needed to know that, Dad. Like, really? You kept that from me, and then he still cussed you out, Dad? Really? I would have been hot.
You know what's interesting? I saw one of the podcasts I really, really enjoy is the Higher Learning podcast with Van Lathan and Rachel Lindsay. They had a live podcast where they invited an audience to watch the movie and then they reviewed it. And I can't believe they were kinder because basically Van said, I thought it was BS. He used a lot of curse words. He said, let's talk about something else. He said a lot of what you said, but it was like, no, this is not cool.
And that's how I looked at it, Tex. I looked at it, remember Bernie Mac's movie, Guess Who? It was the same
It doesn't sound like it was very much like Guess Who to me, though. I didn't, as the different things I heard.
Same basis as far as like blending families from opposite races.
But it sounds to me that outside of that, so Ashton Kutcher, his character wasn't into the substances and he wasn't a womanizer. They didn't have religious differences.
They didn't
he didn't have the way that he was able to communicate. That wasn't in question from what I'm. I'm listening good today. So that's what it sounds like. So that's the difference. With the
the Ashton Kutcher movie didn't offend me as much as this one.
Huh?
Saying the Ashton Kutcher version did not offend me as much as this one.
Right. Sounds well.
Because like to this one, being under the guise of air quotes comedy, yeah, and you guys know like there's programming going on. There's programming on how to treat Black people. There's programming on how to see the ways that Black people interact with each other. There's all this programming going on. And I felt like I was being programmed in that movie through ha, ha, ha. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I just saw, I was like trying to find it funny. And then he would cuss out the dad. I was like, oh no. And then I would try to find something else funny. And then something else would happen. I was like, oh no. You know, it was just crazy.
I think it also touches on how younger people operate now. They really don't have any respect for their elders or anything like that. They think different now. It's free thinking.
And he too, like he didn't respect his whole Jewish thing. He always left his yarmulke thing off his head. Or sorry if I said it wrong, but you know, he didn't respect his. You know what I mean? So, but his podcast was about the culture. Whatever.
Yeah, you know, his partner, I watch her on another show and I love her. It's called Flatbush Misdemeanor. It's on I watch it on Amazon Prime. But she was hilarious in that. So I was happy to see they partnered him with her.
Yeah.
But she was like more of his accountability coach, no? She was the one person that held him accountable for every level of things. So yeah, I appreciate you guys joining me today. I got to get ready to go. I got to get ready to go to this fashion show for the second time.
Who's the designer?
All right, so it's it's called ATF Fashion House, and they have a collection of many different designers.
Oh, cool.
I highlighted, they gave me a private show, me and my man. They gave me a private showing because we showed up and they decided to postpone the show to 7.
I heard that. And that's why you were looking so schnazzle pop in your things, all black and golded with your hat and everything from head to toe.
Yes, and my baby twins, he was matching me as usual. You know, the fit has to be collective.
Yes. I did that video with your head wrap, and I did a good long video. It was horrible because I ended up getting a copyright strike. I was playing copyright-free music, and then it progressed to uncopyrighted music. And so then it said, oh, the only way you can play this video is if you let us replace this song. I was like, oh, great. That's an awesome feature. I click replace, and it took off all my words, and now it's just the music is blaring. So I have to go redo it. Sorry about that, you guys.
It's
But
all
I
good.
was
Thank
like,
you.
ooh, I made Naughty a great commercial for her head
I know,
wraps.
because we were watching it right before we left when I was heating up the car. And
I was like, dang. And then come to find out everything I replaced just talked over. I was like, go follow her, check out this QR code. She has great stuff. I told the story about how my mom needs it because of her cancer. It was such a touching thing. You know what I mean? How we were going to be matching.
I love it, Curtis. Thank you. Thank you so much, lady.
I'll redo it.
It's all good. Thank you so much. I hope you guys can join me live in a few. I'm going to go live on the runway, okay? Showing
that'll be fun.
The fashions for you guys. And then I'm coming home and I'm doing my work. I'm doing my schoolwork.
Okay.
When I get
right
back.
on. Right
or
on.
whatever. But I appreciate all of you joining me, giving your opinions, perceptions, and things like that. It all matters. It all counts. It all helps us to grow. And that's why I created this platform, because I like to get different perspectives. See, like that one movie that me and my daughter watched, we thought it was funny, and then Curves came on and enlightened us, okay?
Hey, that's just me and my small, tiny human mind. You know, that's me and my small, tiny human mind. And I didn't want to get triggered. I really tried not to get triggered. Like, I'm like, oh God, please let this just be regular funny. And then they'll do all these little micro, and then all the stuff that his parents said to her that went unchecked. Look, if you're about to be a member of a Black family, they should have got checked about all those microaggressions and inappropriate statements.
Absolutely. The mom got on my nerves,
right?
She
and
got
then
on
the
my
dad
nerves.
in there singing "You're Ordinary People." I was
but remember Lauren ended up checking her. Remember?
Yeah, but it took her till the end of the movie too. That was so, you know what I mean? What Black girl do you know that would have tolerated that long?
Not mine.
And especially, oh please, you know his back was hairy. You know he smelled like copper pennies. You know it. He didn't even get lined up. He never even got lined up on anything.
I have to say, we could not stand his hair color. Me and my daughter ragged on that the whole movie.
Yeah. And just like the whole doesn't even try. But here we are being
sorry, Curtis, but I loved his sneaker game, okay?
His sneaker game was on fire. It was. But look, we had to deal with his face. And everything else the only thing you cared about was your sneakers, dude. You never even get lined up for real. For real. That would help a lot of things to make me think you're not a caveman.
It was the tie-dye short set hoodie outfit.
Now, yeah, and that. He felt free to wear that around her. He would have never wore that around like any of the other people, but he felt free to be able to express himself, which is great. Express yourself around us, but keep your microaggressions, check them in real time. Don't destroy everything the Black man said was dear to him and then act like your girl got a problem. She didn't do it on purpose, dude. She got up from her seat, went behind my dad, and put the candle on his head. We watched it. We went back and rewound it. Me and my husband did several times. And it's just such a setup. Like, she had a clear way to the kitchen anyway. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Oh, guys, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, and the bell button so that you can be notified when I update content to my channel. Please subscribe to my girl Logic Curse. Okay, she always has great content over there. She loves her housewives of Miami and Potomac, and she does great interviews. Okay, so please check her out. All right,
right on.
I'm going to go ahead and hit this road and fight this traffic so I could go back to Robin's Hood, okay?
How long does it take you to get from New Jersey to New York?
So, like, this morning was easy peasy. It was only like 20 minutes with traffic. Cool. That's because we left after rush hour. Now I'm driving into rush hour. Okay?
Oh, I see. Okay, well, you guys have a great day, Robin. It was great to chat with you, darling. It's always good to hear you, Yogi. I'll see you later, Naughty. Bye, Naughty crew.
Bye.
Have a good time and be safe, Naughty. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you. Yes, that was such a good show. I appreciate you all joining me. I hope you gained a new perspective, if not anything else. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you share this video. And I'll talk to you all soon. Knotty Crew. I'm out. 1.